Welcome back to Crypto Nitro, everybody. My name is Finn here with Crypto Nitro. We're going to take a look here at XRP, so let's get right into it. This video is for educational purposes only. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research for every investment you make. Alright, looking at the 7-day chart, we have a down of around 5%. We always got to look at the overall market. How's it looking? I mean, we have a fear and greed index of around 50 right now. We don't really have the altcoin season ongoing, or not to the extent where what people would have liked to see. Maybe it's coming in the future, pretty hard to say, but XRP, definitely something interesting to talk about, has catapulted itself on pretty much number 3 in the overall cryptocurrency market. I'm not counting the USDT for the sake of it being a stable coin. But XRP, very, very interesting candidate. We've always, had the XRP maxis talking about, hey, XRP is going to do great. It's going to be amazing. Sitting down here at the 50 cents and so on. And we had so much talk about it in the history. We had so many doubters that didn't believe anything into XRP, but we've seen it do some crazy stuff, going up all the way to around $3 from 50 cents. I remember those were crazy news back then. With XRP, we have the important thing of we always have to keep in mind, the regulatory issues, the ongoing legal stuff with the SEC. But what's also very interesting is that who was it? Was it BlackRock? I can't remember, but there's definitely an XRP ETF that is being talked about. Like we have the Bitcoin ETFs and so on, by BlackRock, for example, and the decision needs to be made until October of this year. So if that ETF would be approved, we could see a potential inflow of $2.5 billion at the minimum in volume and so on. Like those are the estimates. So it could be really interesting. It could be maybe even a good time to pick up right now if you're willing to look into the XRP ecosystem. It's very utility driven, code with the legal ongoing process. If that would go in the kind of direction that Ripple would like to have it go, with it being widely accepted, then afterwards, once the illegal process is all done, we could see a pretty widespread adoption for the utilities that they are trying to build. So it could be something very interesting. I mean, looking at the monthly chart, it's also down 10%. So probably one of the best times to pick it up this year. Talking after the big pump, obviously. We had it a bit lower back in October of last year. So looking at the monthly, it's in a huge dip, kind of slowly recovering right now. Could be something very interesting. Community sentiment very bullish, 88%. Some of the highest that we see here on CMC. Community has always been a very strong point for XRP. The community, the old school community as well, are pretty strong holders regularly, and pretty in love with this project, to put it this way. And you can trade XRP on pretty much any major exchange listed on the 710 exchanges roughly here alone on CMC. And you can even trade it as a wrapped version on some chains, like for example BNB, Kaya, and obviously XRP itself. And I could definitely see it go a lot higher if the legal process turns out in favor of Ripple and XRP. And we have a potential huge ETF behind this. But like always, no financial advice, so take a look at it for yourself and look into it before you buy it. And with that being said, I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye.